Hello, my little Scorpios, my little sweet soul warriors. Okay, at this point in time, I'm not taking any more, let me move this up a little bit more so you can see it here. Any more personal readings. I may start again. Okay, this deck is the Fortune Oracle. Okay, Queen of the Moon Oracle. This is Whispers of Nature, I believe. Mermaid Tarot, Whispers of the Ocean, and Water Alchemy. So, let's get started. Okay, so I have my whole deck upside down. Let's do this. All right. So, and this is the King of Cups. Wow. These three cards are who you are right at this time, your personality at this time, sometimes the things you're going through, and hopefully, usually the cards will give us something I always ask, something to help us, okay? All right, some advice or something, or a guide, or guidance, put it that way. This is a King of Cups. Wow. This is someone who, cups are love, kindness, generosity, nurturing, even protectiveness in a certain way. But this is the King of Cups. This is someone that has worked their way up. All of the kings and queens have worked their way up from the bottom, okay? Whether you were born with money or not, you still had to work your way up to get to this point, okay? And so, King of Cups is someone who's very nurturing, very kind. They will do whatever they have to protect their family. Not so much, well, yes, they will protect their family, but they're not like a fighter. They are someone who is a little bit more on the gentle side than like the King of Swords, who's more. So you are someone who is gentle at heart, okay? You have worked your way up, but you will do what you have to accomplish things. You're a king, okay? Now, whether you're male or female, a king just does more out front. Then a queen is supposed to be a little bit more behind the scenes. She's not as in the front, okay? So this is who you are. You are a very loving and kind person, very sweet person. And this is the Five of Wands. Now, the Five of Wands usually means that there was some conflict, and you may have conflict inside yourself about who you are, okay? Some of your personality quirks are some of the things that you've done in the past, but you also, let me see what this one says. This is the Six of Wands. So you made a victory from that. I think you were in a situation where there might have been quite a bit of arguing, but I also think you argue about yourself inside, okay? But you've got victory. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. A Six of Wands is always victory. And if you'll notice in this card, he's like celebrating. It's like he's singing, you know, he's holding his wand, his magic wand there, and he's, you know, singing to it or something or other. And people are watching him celebrate. Okay, can you see this in the background? There's some people back there. It's kind of muted, but anyway. All right. So let's go with these. The Fortune, what did I say, Oracle? Okay. And so, let's see what we have. You've made a victory. Wow. This is just, I love this when y'all get victories. Okay. This is thorns. weathering the challenges ahead will bring you a new and positive future. So I think you have, you're going to have to maneuver around a few things to for your future. Okay? And this is, I'm sorry, what does it say? Fire. Let go of emotional upheavals and embrace the renewal of the present. So, this was, I believe this was in your past. This was some stuff that it wasn't too good. But they're just wanting you to let go of all that now, because now you don't have this anymore. Still a little bit of afraid, okay? Still have some emotional things to go through, but victory. Wow. You've come through this and you've done well. And this is lovers. Oh, I am so excited for y'all. There are two paths ahead. Be true to yourself. And you see, this is, there's a person here. Can you see that person? Okay. And this is lovers. They also want you to love yourself a little bit better. But this is the victory card. And this came out in this row. So it's telling me that there is there's two paths ahead. You can take this person or you can refuse this person. Okay? But it looks like, hold on, let's get some more cards out and see what they want here. And this is Queen of the Moon. And I'm just putting them out like they came right now. Let's see what they want us to do with this one. This is hunger. And you see, a wolf just feels like they have to howl at the moon. It's just like inside them. It's and then you see the moon. The moon is always a little mysterious. We don't know what's on the back side of the moon. And so it always stands for a little bit of mystery. But this came out upside down. And you see the sun is behind all these thorns. Just have to make your way through a little bit of stuff here. Okay? But this came out upside down. And this is hunger. And that would be hunger for maybe a new life or something. And I'm trying to get what they want me to tell you, whether it goes upside down or not. They're saying no, it does not go in reversal. So I think you're really wanting perhaps a new life with a new love. Wow. All right, Scorpio. Fruition. And this means that things are coming to an end. Okay, all of this turmoil and the stuff that you went through it's already at an end. Okay, it's not coming, it's already done, it's already there. And in this card also, the roller coaster that you've been on with, you know, thinking back in the past and everything, thinking about how you were and everything, of course they want you to this says renewal of the present. So they're wanting you to just, you know, stay in the now. Don't go back with your mind, but this is already over and done with, and now you've got a new life coming. Wow. You're wanting this. You're wanting something sweet in life. You are a very, very sweet and kind person. Very kind. Okay? And this is released there again. And now the thing is, when we do the cards like this, and there's different decks on top of other decks, and they basically confirm what the prior deck said. You always know that's a true reading. This is such a beautiful thing. This is what you have. You've got a choice. If you want this, you can have a love. And I think you do want it. You want a true love. And it's like releasing. It's come to an end, and now you're releasing all this poo-poo that you've been dealing with, that you dealt with in the past. And now you can have this. It's your choice. You want it, you can have it. Just reach out and take it. Okay? This is Oracle, what is it? Water alchemy. Sorry. And for some reason, they're just making me turn them all over, so we'll go with that. They know what they want. This is Ripple. And this is, here's the thing about this card. You see that she's got the water up to her chest. And those are emotions, okay? But her head's out of water, all right? And so there's very little ripples anymore, okay? So there was a lot of emotions here. You are an emotional person, of course. You're a very kind and sweet person, as I've said, but you've come now, probably, I don't know if there was a card like that, but you might have had your head just barely above water before, but you've come this far. You still have a lot of sweet emotions, kind person, gentle person. Now, whether you're male or female, there's a lot of males out there that are kind and gentle too. And I admire that, because they're not one that wants to go out and fight somebody. They're just wanting peace and kindness and happiness with their friends, with their family, or with someone that they want. And you have to admire that. It's very admirable. I'm trying to think of another word. That's all I can come up with. So anyway, this is you. And again, you've got your head above the water. You're doing well, but you do want something better, and they're telling you, you can have it. You've got a choice. You want it, you can take it. Wow. Okay, and this is the mist. Now, you see down here, there are two swans. Can you see this? Let me get it where you can see it. Two swans. I hope I've been in frame. Okay. And swans mate for life. And this is the crane right here. Can you see that? And to me, cranes are patient. They will sit in the water for a long time and wait for a fish to come, but all the species of them. But they also fly, and they're supposed to be something good coming in, bringing you. So this person is sitting in it's called the mist, and there's, like, you see all the mist around them, but they're sitting on a lotus, okay? And that means enlightenment. So I think you're an enlightened person, but I do think you are wanting true love. And you can certainly have it, because the old is dead and gone. Wow. I think your past readings were basically the same, and I like that when a week apart. Most people don't change that much in 1 week, so I don't do readings every day. But if the prior readings confirm these readings, that's also a good thing too. But you have something beautiful coming in. Wow. And this is the whirlpool. And this is really amazing because you're in the middle of the whirlpool. You're stirring things up. And I had another reading that had these, and that, trust me, had some of these cards, which is always possible. But and I shuffle and shuffle and shuffle. So these are definitely your cards. You're in the middle of the whirlwind, the whirlpool. pool, okay? But you see also she has a wand, and she has stirred it up. She has made things go around her. She's not swirling about without control. She's standing firm, okay? And so this is who you are. There's stuff going on around you, but you're standing solid. Wow. You're releasing a lot of this stuff, and you've got a choice. If you want true love, you can have it. Wow. I just love sweet readings. I really do. Let's see what else. What time have we got? And let's see what else we need to do. Oh, here we are. Before I do the readings, they usually tell me which cards to choose, and so I usually try to stay with what they tell me. And they tell me to turn them all right side. Okay, so these are Whispers of the Ocean, and this is Childlike Devotion, and this is let's see if I can get it down here. You are multifaceted, complex being. Embrace and love who you are. And that goes along with some of this over here where you're a little bit things you've come through, and so you have to love yourself a little bit more. That's what they're wanting. They're wanting you to have true love because you're this multifaceted person. You have so many different, I believe you're very talented in more than one way. You have a lot of abilities, not just being sweet and kind, but you have a lot of different abilities. Some people just have a natural ability. They can do this, they can do that. I'm always amazed at dancers. You know, some of them just come out there and they're right on. And then the other people, like me, you have to really work to just get one little, you know, the thing going down. But you are a person who just has a lot of natural abilities. You know, it's like, yeah, I can do that, or I can do this. But you still don't see what a magnificent person you are. Okay? And this is clearing the excess. Again, they're asking you to get rid of whatever you don't need, okay? You are entering a transitional phase and would benefit from clearing away excess clutter. And that sometimes means in your house too, or where you live, or whatever. Sometimes we get rid of clutter in our mind, and then everything is still cluttered around us, and then it's a little difficult for us. But usually I find that when somebody wants to clear their mind, that for some reason they just want to clear out stuff in their house or whatever. You may not have a lot of things, but the thing is, things you don't use or don't need, that's probably what you will do, because they're wanting you to clear your mind of all this junk. You've got to realize who you are. You've got a beautiful life coming in. If you want it, just step out and take it. Wow. Okay, clear out the clutter, whether it is in your physical body or your physical space. So I do find that when people are trying to get rid of junk in their mind, they tend to just say, you know, I got to get rid of some of this stuff I don't use anymore, you know, and they tend to do that in their house too. And that doesn't mean you're not organized or your house is not very, what am I trying to say? Organized is the best word. But it just means there's things that you realize, I haven't used that in 2 years. Why am I keeping it? Or something like that. Don't start throwing things out and say, well, you told me to throw everything out. I did not. I'm telling you, the cards say, just clear out. Maybe what you have to clear out your mind. They're wanting you to do that. Clear all the junk out of your mind. But they're saying, you know, possibly if there's something that you need to clear out in your surroundings, clear that out too. And it might mean people too that you don't, that don't serve a purpose for you anymore, because you're a very kind and gentle person, a very giving person, and sometimes you may give to others that are not helping you. And that's just, you know, that's for you if you have someone that is, I hate to use the word using you, okay? But sometimes that just happens. You give more than that other person gives, but you have a love, a true love. If you want it, just reach out and take it. Believe in it. Okay, and this is inner desires. Wow, and I didn't even read this card before I started spouting off. But this is set some intentions. You are entering a phase of plenty or may have sudden windfall. Goals are within your grasp, and that came out. Put all these cards together. If you want this love, you can have a great love. You know, they want you to release. They want you to release. Just let go of the old junk. You don't need it. You're such a magnificent person. I bet people look at you and think how wonderful you are, and you don't, I don't think you know that. Wow. Okay, do we need anything else? Let me see my time here. Okay, and we're going to pick one of these cards. These are the Whispers of Nature. And this is, hold on, just a minute, I'm going to pick two. They do want you to laugh. I did shuffle these, and they do want you to laugh. That's okay. I'm gonna give this 3 because I think we need it. And these were picked from the middle of the deck. Okay. Be in service, and I think you are in service of some other people, but I think there's things that you can do. I think there's things you want to do. Okay. But this is a beautiful, beautiful card. Can you see it? There's so much here. Again, you are so multi-talented. So if there's something you want to do I just said, don't let people use you, but there might be something you want to do. Maybe teach a class or show someone something, how to do something. I have no clue why, but I think some of you, all of a sudden just hit me, some of you may be woodworkers, and you might teach someone else how to do that. Doesn't mean you have to teach a whole class, but you have a lot of abilities. Very talented person. Okay, and then of course they do want you to laugh more. Be happy. Don't get so serious with yourself. And then this is a beautiful card, Contemplation. And you see, there's a lion here. And let me also go back to this. This is strength. Everything's swirling around you, but you have that strength. Okay? The lion is always strength. But you see, they're not, the lion's not trying to bite them. That means, and you're over the lion. You have that inner strength in you. Wow. Okay. So, beautiful, beautiful reading. Very talented person, very caring and kind. What I would say is, don't let someone use you. But there are people out there that you can help or teach things to. You're just very smart, and you can have this love of a lifetime if you want it. I think right now you might be kind of, well, I want it, but you're just kind of doing your own thing right now. But if you want that, this is a love of a lifetime. You can have that. Wow. I love you all. I'm so happy for y'all. This is a beautiful, beautiful reading. You're such a sweet person, Scorpio. I absolutely love y'all, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.